everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be discussing 5 or so changes to your life after having your first baby. And I mean, you deliver the baby, it's healthy, it's perfect, you're happy, you're excited, they give it to you, and they send you home. There's no manual, there's no right or wrong. It's basically up in the air on what choices you make and how you go about them. But there's actual life changes that I think you guys should know about because I wish I had known about that as well. So stay tuned. Change number 1. You start to feel really isolated. You know, you're used to going out to work or to your parents' house, to your friend's house, to soccer, baseball. You can't do those things anymore. And the thing is, it's not necessarily you want to do those or you don't want to do those. You just can't do most of those things at that point in your life. And it may not be a big deal to you guys, and it may be a huge deal to others, but you feel isolated. And the thing is, this beautiful, beautiful baby, you can talk to, you can smile to, you can dance with, you can clean the house with, but it can't talk back. Yes, it can give the most beautiful smiles, the most riveting giggles, the most exciting hand and feet movement, the kind of the cute little things they go like this. But it's not conversation. It is a type of conversation, but sometimes you just need that adult conversation, which is okay. So you may feel isolated. I suggest going to baby groups or, get a schedule of all the possible baby groups or drop-in centers or programs, put them on your fridge. So it's really, really helpful talking to other parents. I remember at one point I was so desperate for adult conversation that I remember finally I got to go to my parents' house for like 1 hour at 10 p.m. He went down and it was great. I raced to my parents' house, which is about 15 minutes away. So I was driving back and there's a roadblock, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly what to do to get some amazing conversation. So, they pull you over, they ask you a couple of questions and I'm like, you want my ID? You want my driver's license? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, here's my fake driver's license and this is my stolen car, and go with that. I just gave birth 2 weeks ago. I don't get much adult conversation. You're an adult, I'm an adult, now you have to talk to me. So that's how desperate you can be for conversation. Number 2 is your day is often very static. Not much changes. Lucy's not gonna come to the office and tell her she got engaged. That's not gonna happen. So you'll have a wonderful time at home with your baby. It's amazing, it's beautiful, but it's often the same because they're into routines and you can't necessarily take them to a lot of places right off the bat because a lot of times you might be getting a hang of things, what to bring, where to go, when is baby napping, when is baby the crankiest. So you're gonna spend the beginning bit getting to know your baby's schedule and what they're like. So you're not necessarily going to be, going, woo, skydiving, woo, bungee jumping. No, we're not doing that. That's not going to happen. So what I suggest doing is breaking up your day. So it's kind of like you do have a schedule. Like, when you go to work and stuff, you've got a schedule, you got patients, you got clients, whatever. You can set yourself up with a schedule with you and your baby. 3 is you might need a new group of friends. No, don't replace your old friends, your awesome present friends, whatever you want to call them. They're great, they're amazing, but they're at work, they're at school, they may or may not have other kids. It's just you. Like for me, it was just me. I was the first one to have kids in my group of friends and they were all at work. So I couldn't go to so-and-so's house, I couldn't go to so-and-so's house. They're all gone 8 to 5, 8 to 6, and you do not see people that often unless you're retired because they're available 8 to 5 or all day. And anyways, so what I would do is I would make new mommy, daddy, grandma, caregiver friends at these baby groups or at the park. More exciting for the 2 of you if you had some friends for the baby. Number 4 is something that I was really taken back by and it was very difficult for me. It's a change in your relationship with your partner or whoever you're living with, or your husband, your wife, your spouse, whoever. And the change is not necessarily bad, but you guys can no longer do everything together. Like my husband and I love doing everything together. Every single thing. Like if we're gonna go simply just recycle a box, we have to go together because it's the funnest time ever. It's the funnest time doing everything together. So what happens is you become more efficient if you separate. And what I mean by that is, while I'm nursing baby to sleep, you know, your spouse, your partner, your friend, whoever you're living with can go get groceries. They can possibly clean the car. To me, that was extremely challenging and it's very new for me. And my husband's my best friend, and doing things without him and him doing things without me was so new and such a challenge that I was taken back. And no one mentions these things. Like, no one tells you, hey, if you like doing stuff with your partner, hey, forget about it now. Just you, buddy, it's just you. Yeah, it is just you, because it's really important you prioritize this baby's schedule and everything as number one, and get them on a routine, learn about them, bond with them, and understand what makes them tick so you can start having a schedule. And that's not going to happen if you keep taking them and robbing them of these naps and these quiet moments to go to the bank, to go get your gas in the car. So you have to, at times, go your separate ways. And luckily, I had him sleeping the night at 2 months, so we had our wonderful date nights in the evening, so we had us back again, which I think is important. Do not forget about your marriage while you have kids. That's important. Number five is one that really takes me back as well, just because of my personality. If you didn't matter to the world before, you know, you really didn't matter. It was just you and your partner, or just you, that's it. When you have a baby, all of a sudden you matter. You're important. People want to see you because you have this beautiful baby. Let's see so-and-so's baby. Let's make a trip to so-and-so's house. We got to do a visit. I have these gifts. I want to see you, which is great and wonderful. However, after delivery, you might still be healing. You might be in so much pain that you don't want to see anyone. Or you might just love your privacy and you don't want random visitors. I mean, I think at one time my mom called me and she's like, oh, Michelle, guess what? Your dad's long-lost cousin from China who immigrated to Japan's half-son's daughter is in town and wants to see you.
I don't think so. No.
And I was like, what? Who was coming and from where? Do I know this person? And she's like, no, we don't even know them either, but they heard you had a baby. I'm like, and where's the rest of the story? Where's the rest of the story? They're not coming over. No, they are not coming over. No. But anyways, what I'm saying is you're going to have all these people come out from the bushes and the corners and they're interested in you, which is so wonderful and beautiful and exciting that they're supporting you in this wonderful new chapter. But you just might need time in the beginning. So learn a bit about yourself as to what would work for you. Some people are like, hey, everyone come over, be with me, bring food, come, I need to talk to you, please. And that's amazing. And as long as you know yourself, you will not have any issues. So either you want to set boundaries, no boundaries, reflect on what you would like, and then go with that. But know what you want, know what works for you. We could only have 2 visitors per visit because our condo was the size of a closet. So like we were all just like this and the baby was like in the middle of us. We're like, oh, he's so cute. And you couldn't really see him because he was like squished amongst all of us in this closet of a dungeon that we were living in. So we had a limit of 2, and 2 was probably 1 too many. But we thought saying 1 visitor would be weird, so because you often come with someone, so we put it at 2. People later soon realized they can't come in 2, so they came in single files, line up outside our door. You come in, see the beautiful baby, a little kiss, a little hug, drop off some food, you were out. Next. It was like a little factory. It worked though. It worked very well. Anyway, so, you know, life does change when you have kids. Your first kid, actually, in my opinion, your first. It's a beautiful change. I loved it so much. I will never forget any of my experiences with any of my kids. I always feel so lucky and overjoyed with my kids that I feel like I'm in a constant dream, and they enrich your life with so much love, so much happiness, so much personality, so much energy that you're gonna wonder how you ever lived without these beautiful, beautiful babies. Anyways, don't forget to subscribe, and I've got a Twitter account, an Instagram, a Facebook, and like this video if you liked it, and have a wonderful night. Bye.